It's Friday morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. It's episode 759. It's Friday. So I learned something on the My First Million podcast that I wanted to share with you guys. It's Thoughtful Friday. So here's something to think about. What is your hustle to opportunity ratio? So if your hustle's a 10, what is the maximum opportunity with whatever you're working at? So it could be, for example, my betting podcast, my hustle was a 10. And it was, and I was working on the software. I was working on the software and the podcast sponsorship and stuff. My hustle was a 10. It was a lot of time and effort. And what could I possibly gain out of this? The opportunity was about 100 grand a year, maybe a bit more. So the opportunity, I know it sounds like a lot, but it isn't a lot. You've got to look at your opportunity, your hustle to opportunity ratio. My hustle was a 10, but the opportunity was only a 3 or a 4. I don't want to work on a business that I can only make 100 grand a year from. What's the point? I feel like what I'm good at is going to be, it's capped. So my hustle, doesn't matter how much I hustle, my opportunity there is only a 3 or a 4. If the opportunity is a 2 or a 3 or a 4, why are you hustling at a 10? Surely you want the opportunity to be a 10. I want the opportunity to be like a 7, 8, or a 9 or a 10. Otherwise, there's no point in me looking at that. So for me, and it's different for every single person who's listening to this, but you need to understand your hustle to opportunity ratio. And if there's a massive gap, then what the hell's the point? If you're only hustling a 4 with an opportunity of a 10, get out of here. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't mean that you should be working all hours. Of course you shouldn't. I don't agree with that. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like you should take time for yourself. I've already mentioned this week. But I also think that, first of all, when you're first starting something, you need to be hustling. You need to have that grind. When I first started the self-storage business, I was working nonstop, and I'm not, well, I am working nonstop right now, but in a different context. My working nonstop is educating myself, taking courses, and bettering who I am to be a better leader, to be a better CEO, to be a better operator. That's what I'm doing. I don't do the grind as in seeing the customers all the time, because I feel like that's not the right time, but I shouldn't be spending that time on that one thing, because I can only impact that one customer at that time, where I should be impacting on our strategy. That's what I should be doing. So in self-storage, I'm still hustling a 10, but in hustling a different way. But the opportunity for self-storage is a 9 or a 10, because this could be a £250 million business. I was just saying the other day, but I won't be selling until I can get £250 million for the self-storage. So the opportunity is there. What is your opportunity? There's some people I know that they're hustling a 10. But it's hard to say it to them, but their opportunity is a 2 or a 3. And at some point, you've got to look at it and think, fuck this isn't working, this isn't right, this isn't worth the hustle. But I can't say it to them, because it's not my place to say. But you've got to be truthful to yourself and look at it and think, is it still worth my time? Is it still worth my hustle? What is the opportunity? What is the opportunity if I get this perfect? So that is all I've got time for you today. I'll speak to you soon. I love you. I appreciate you. See you soon.